Welcome to English Reading for Learning.
Magic Marty. I knew Marty's magic was fake, but I just couldn't prove it. Marty was new at school. Usually when you're the new kid, you lay low, but not Marty. On his first day, he made a toothpick disappear. 1 second he was holding the toothpick, and the next second it was gone. Everyone was asking him how he did it. "It's magic," Marty said proudly. "At my old school, they actually called me Magic Marty." "Is he serious?" I whispered to my friend Brian. "Magic Marty? And does he always bring toothpicks to school?" "I don't know, but that was pretty cool," Brian said, still watching Marty. I turned to walk away. It's not magic. He's tricking everyone, and I'm going to find out how he does it. That night at home, I found a box of toothpicks. I sat at the kitchen table for almost an hour trying to figure out how Marty had made one disappear. The only thing I learned was how to poke my hand 11 times with a toothpick. "Matt, it's getting late. What are you still doing down here?" my mom asked. "A new kid at school is doing magic tricks, and everyone thinks it's amazing. I'm just trying to figure out how he did this one trick." "How do you know it's not real magic?" my mom said, grinning. "There's no such thing as magic," I said, shaking my head. But the next day at school, Marty made me think twice. "It's hot today," Marty said to a crowd around his locker. "So for today's trick, I'll turn this water into ice." Marty pulled a water bottle out of his bag along with a red plastic cup. He carefully poured water from his bottle into the cup. I watched from the back, hoping to catch a mistake. "Now I'll perform the magic wave." Marty looked as if he was playing an invisible piano just above the cup. Ta-da! As Marty tipped over the red cup, I waited for water to pour out. Instead, Marty got a handful of ice cubes. Applause filled the hallway, and Brian reached over to give Marty a high five. "How did you do that?" someone asked. Marty smiled. "Sorry, but that's the first law of magic. A magician never reveals his secrets." Well, he won't have to, I thought to myself. I'll reveal his secrets for him. "At it again, honey?" My mom watched me wiggle my fingers hopelessly over a cup of water. "Ugh, I just don't get it," I said. "How'd he turn it into ice?" "I'm curious. Why is this so important?" my mom asked. "Because he's tricking people," I cried. "Sounds as if he's trying to make friends." My mom patted my arm. "It's your bedtime." I poured the water into a plant, said goodnight to my mom, and headed upstairs. Magic Marty had me stumped, but the next day I caught a lucky break. At lunch, Marty was going on about how he could make things float. He had a ring in one hand and a pencil in the other. That's when I saw it. A thin piece of fishing line tied around the end of the pencil and attached to a button on Marty's shirt. Sure enough, he made the ring float by sliding it over the pencil and hanging it from the line. No one else noticed, and soon the whole cafeteria was clapping. When the crowds were gone, I walked over. It was time to put an end to the Magic Marty show. "I know how you did it," I said, folding my arms. "Maybe," Marty replied, "but the first law of magic is that..." It was fishing line. Marty went silent. He looked nervous. Without all his confidence, he seemed more normal. I suddenly felt bad. "So are you going to tell people?" he asked. I thought about it for a moment. If I told, I'd finally be able to prove that Marty's magic was fake. But then Marty might lose his new friends. How would that make him feel? "Nah," I finally said. "I won't say anything." Marty let out a relieved sigh, and I turned to walk away. "Wait!" Marty jumped in front of me. "You've got a pretty good eye for magic. If you're interested, I have an idea." That's how the Magic Marty and Mysterious Matt lunch show began. We've been a magic team for 3 months now, and since I became a fellow magician, Marty has let me in on some of his other tricks. For example, to do that water trick, you need a special cup with 2 separate compartments. It turns out that instead of a fake magician, Marty is a real friend.
Thanks for watching and listening. Please click like and subscribe for new and latest uploads.